A warm welcome to your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Tuesday, March 16. The island's longest-serving central bank governor, Sir Courtney Blackman, has died at the age of 88 in the United States. Central Bank Governor Cleviston Haynes praised Blackman's contribution to the development of the bank, highlighting his introduction of Barbados' national currency in 1973 and pegging the dollar to the U.S. currency at 2 to 1 in July 1975. In her tribute, Prime Minister Mia Mottley said Sir Courtney was no doubt a true Barbadian legend, patriot, and pioneer whose contribution to public life as the founding governor of the central bank was always aimed at fostering economic growth for the upliftment of all Barbadians. Two cases challenging government's COVID-19 directives got underway today in the High Court. Attorney at law Neil Marshall told reporters documents were filed in relation to Caswell Franklin versus the Attorney General and Adrian Kelman versus the Attorney General. Marshall is expecting to return to court at the end of the month.
Once each party has all these relevant documents and the court has the relevant documents, we will be then in a position to make a concrete step forward. We expect that at least by the 29th, I think it is, subject to correction, we should be back in court, and by then we will know definitively how the matter will proceed forward. It is still being treated, though not urgently, but it is being treated as one of such importance that the court has been prepared to hear it with some alacrity.
On day 2 of the estimates debate in Parliament, Labour issues dominated the morning session. Labour and Social Relations Minister Colin Jordan sent a clear message that his ministry will not support any attempts to undermine the role of trade unions in the workplace. He revealed that the industrial climate remains tense and a number of issues have been brought to his attention, but was adamant that workers have a right to representation.
There is an attempt to reduce the impact of unions in workplaces. I'm not saying that that is pervasive. And to be quite honest, honorable member, I am a little bit less interested in the headlines. But I want to be accurate. I am not saying that it is pervasive, but I'm saying clearly that I have seen evidence of an attempt to reduce the effectiveness of workers' organizations in this country. I have also seen the efforts of HR advisors in this regard.
Opposition leader Bishop Joseph Atherley, however, chided the Labour minister, suggesting he has been silent on major labour issues that require a firm hand.
Now, we have still got problems with unionization in Barbados, what they call union busting. And businesses, especially foreign, and not only foreign-owned, but some local businesses that don't want their people to become unionized. You talk about collective bargaining agreements, but how viable and how important are they in a context of a culture where it is permitted that companies, because of who they are, or because of what they have, or because of what they bring to the table, will stop its employees from becoming part of a union, or would want to bust up union activities. We've had recent cases of that even in recent days. There's a whole question of exploitation of the labor force in Barbados, particularly so women. And this is as perennial as the breeze over there that comes every day. It's been with us forever. And we've got to address that and frontally. Yes, the phrase face it and fix it may be popular, and intended well by those who use it, but there's some issues that we are not facing and fixing, and exploitation of our workforce, especially females in the workforce, in the work environment in Barbados is still a reality.
Barbadians are in line to benefit from new housing solutions. Word of this from Minister of Housing and Lands Dr. William Duguid, as he outlined his ministry's plans during the estimates debate this evening. He disclosed that the NHC is about to embark on a program to provide new homes and apartments for rent.
The database of national housing operational applications is in the thousands, and not tens of thousands, not 20,000, more than that. And we've been working through that database to check to see that the information is up to date, to check the numbers, to be able to get that database more accurate. And then we're slowly going to be building some houses through our various programs, be it joint ventures with the private sector, be it a new program that you've heard us talk about in the HOPE program. And that HOPE program is so vital, because what that is so many people have money to pay rent, but they don't have the deposit. And that holds a lot of people back from getting housing. So what the HOPE program does is the PE part, the photovoltaic, the providing energy, the RE again, renewable energy. What that does is that uses the renewable energy aspect to be able to make that deposit, to pay for the services, to pay for the land, so that people can use what they would normally pay for rent to pay then for a mortgage.
Barbados' death toll from the COVID-19 pandemic has moved to 39. A 75-year-old woman who also had chronic diseases died from the viral illness last night after spending 14 days at a Harrison Point facility. On Monday, the island recorded 16 new positive cases from 358 tests. There were also 39 recoveries, bringing the active number of cases to 165. Overall, Barbados has 3,458 confirmed cases, and total recoveries stand at 3,254. 815 people were vaccinated yesterday, bringing total vaccinations to 53,129.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In Trinidad and Tobago, authorities have received reports from the acting prisons commissioner that drones are being flown over prison walls to drop off marijuana. Joel Brown of CCN TV6 reports.
After Vice Chairman Paul Richards posed a question about drug trafficking in the prisons, the committee's chairman, Fitzgerald Hines, had a question in reference to the law that allows for up to 30 grams of marijuana for personal use at private residences.
My understanding is that marijuana is quite prevalent in the prison, and sometimes it's allowed to be prevalent to keep people's heads cool, in parentheses.
And are they permitted 30 grams? Are they permitted 30 grams? I'm just asking so the public can understand.
Absolutely no 30 grams. Marijuana, drugs as far as I know, marijuana in the world is still illegal in the prison service. I know there are several people outside who are advocating for plantation of marijuana in prison. This is not going to happen.
However, the acting prisons commissioner said searches are conducted in the prisons on a daily basis.
And every single day, I can tell you, marijuana is found. The walls of the Golden prison are so porous that it is a 7 feet chain fence wire we are trying to rebuild very soon with a contract from the government. We're expecting the water that is 1 hour. People passing through.
So you're telling me every day, because if every day marijuana is found, it means that every day people are throwing marijuana over the fence? Every day?
The acting prisons commissioner said it is not just people, before revealing an even more concerning development involving small remote-controlled aerial devices.
We reach a stage now where drones are seen over the prison. Drones, we have actually caught a drone and process it and send it to the right agency.
And what was attached to this drone?
So, a package of marijuana and other contraband, including cell phones.
He said marijuana comprises 90% of the drugs being found in the prisons.
Global experts came under increasing pressure on Tuesday to clear up questions over the safety of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 shot as other countries suspended the use of the drug.
Europe's medicines watchdog said Tuesday that the benefits of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine continue to outweigh the risks. That, after several countries halted its use because of concerns about blood clots. Sweden and Latvia became the latest to pause their rollout of the shots on Tuesday, joining the EU's largest members who suspended their vaccines on Monday, pending the outcome of investigations into unusual cases of a rare cerebral thrombosis in people who had received it. The Director General of Italy's Medicines Authority said on Tuesday that the decision by Germany, France and Italy to pause the shots is a, quote, political one. The EMA's Executive Director, Emma Cook, said the agency was carrying out a case-by-case evaluation of incidents and was expected to complete a review on Thursday.
I want to also stress that at present there is no indication that vaccination has caused these conditions. They have not come up in the clinical trials and they're not listed as known or expected side events with this vaccine. In clinical trials, both the vaccinated people and the people who received the placebo have shown some very small numbers of blood clot developments. The number of thromboembolic events overall in the vaccinated people seems not to be higher than that seen in the general population.
European epidemiologists remain baffled that similar cases of blood clots had not occurred in unusual numbers in Britain, which began using AstraZeneca earlier and has administered more than 10 million doses.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.